Hello everyone, this is Ophelia. I hope that you're having a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and I extend it to you across the world. And I haven't done any video for last week. I think I did one before Carnival, but it's not that I have forgotten you. It's just been busy for me, very busy, and all that time I've had you on my mind. And I wrote a blog a couple of days ago, and I thought that I should do it into a video so that it could reach people who do not love to read. Yes, so I want to deal with the topic hopelessness, being hopeless. And when we talk about hopeless, we're talking about dejected, despairing, discouraging, downhearted, sunk, worsening. You know, it's like no win, it's lost, it's irreversible. And hope, why is it important for us to have hope? Because of all the things that are the feelings that are available for us, hope, I feel that hope is one of the number one feelings that we must have, because without hope there is absolutely nothing else. Because we need hope, we need to be hopeful in every thing that we do, because when we lose hope, then we lose the will to try. And so today, I know it's easy, it's very difficult to, for someone who is in a hopeless, or seemingly, because I always like to say seemingly, because I believe that no matter what your situation is, all things are possible. And so when someone is in a seemingly hopeless situation, it's very difficult for them to see past what is happening, because most times, I mean, we grow up. Some of us we grew up in situations that poverty, abuse, and just not being able to express ourselves, not being able to get the things that we need, not even food. Some of us, we grew up without the necessary. And so as young adults, older adults, middle-aged adults, we and even teenagers, we tend to see things from our current circumstances. And so when I reach out to anyone, I normally tell them, I share my life with them, because I too was in a situation where I felt absolutely hopeless, as if there was nothing beyond what I was experiencing. And from time to time, it's possible for us to get back there where we feel hopeless. But every time we have that feeling of hopelessness, we have to remember the times when we felt like that and how we got out of the situation. But if you are in a situation where you've been feeling hopeless for a long time, I'm urging you to not look at your current situation. Try to focus on what is it that you want to achieve in your life. Because if you have that vision for yourself, it's going to override the hopeless feelings that you have. And I also encourage you to look at others, not to be jealous of them, but to see how they've gotten out of their hopeless situations. Go on the internet, research the many different people, famous people, or even not so famous, but people who are doing things with their lives, and read their stories. Read their stories. There was one woman, she lost her family because she became an alcoholic, and after rehabilitation, she was able to get back on her feet by writing blogs and expressing herself. So you have all of these stories, and many of these people are not famous, but they are successful in their own right because they've risen above their hopelessness. And I have a few points that I want to make. In hopelessness, just remember that you have a choice. Always remember that your life is not contained in a box. So even if your current situation doesn't seem like there is any way out, life is not contained in a box. It could get as large as you want it, or it could be as small as you want it. So even though you may be born in a difficult situation, you have the power to turn things around. And we've seen that in so many instances where people tell their life stories and how they overcame their difficulties and their poverty. So don't limit yourself. Are you willing to try? You must be willing to try, because if you're not willing to try, you're going to remain in the same situation, because it's what you do is going to determine what you are, where you are in life, and where you are in life. You are not alone. Just remember that you're not alone. And I always come back to the fact that you have to believe in something outside of yourself. Because when you're in a situation that and you feel hopeless, you have to believe in something outside of yourself. You have to. For me, I believe in the Almighty God. I believe that all things are possible when you believe in Him and you ask Him and you trust Him. All things are possible. It may not come at the time when you feel you should have it, but with perseverance and the willingness to try, you will succeed. And the next point is to nurture your dreams. Your dreams are like seeds. And let me just get it down to one. You have a dream, it's like a seed. You plant it. If you don't nurture it, if you don't do the things you need to do for it to materialize, then it would not grow, just like a seed. So nurture your dreams. Do the things. Go out of your way. Educate yourself. Do the best you can with what you have. You don't need to spend a whole heap of money if you don't have it. Free resources. Educate yourself about what it is that your dreams involve, and seek opportunities that does not cause you to spend what you don't have, and do the best you can in your situation. And remember that life is like a stairway. You have to take one step at a time. When we look around us, we see so many things happening. We don't have time to wallow in self-pity for too long. When things are happening in our lives, we have to just be able to be resilient. Take time to grieve if you have to grieve about it, but don't take too much time, because life is short and we have to make the most of what we have. Before I go, let me just read this quote to you. I do not allow myself to be overcome by hopelessness, no matter how tough the situation. I believe that if you just do your little bit without thinking about the bigness of what you stand against, if you turn to the enlargement of your own capacities, just that itself creates new potential. So that quote is by Vandana Shiva. And with that, I just want to wish you all the best. If you are feeling hopeless right now, whether it's in a relationship, in your job unemployment situation, in not having a job, or in a job that is causing you much stress or health issues, I urge you to start thinking positive, because there's no benefit in worrying about your situation. You have to refocus your energy on something positive. All the best in your future endeavors. Have a great day, and remember, if you're looking at this on YouTube, feel free to comment. Also, I invite you, if you have not subscribed, to do so if you want more of my motivational videos. And if you're viewing on Facebook as well, please feel free to share with someone who might need some encouragement. And of course, comment, share your experiences and your thoughts on hopeless, being in a hopeless situation. Again, goodbye.